Hey YouTubers and toy train lovers, I'm going to do a comparison between the Lionel switchers, the original ones that were made, my 6220 from 1949 and 1950, the Marx switchers, which were made, these are all 1998 Alcos, the Lionels were GEs, and K-line switchers. Get this towel out of the way. In a minute you'll figure out why I've got a towel there. And Lionel, I have to say, is the superior switcher because of the magnetraction in the back, and it's got a lot of weight to it. It's got the old coil auto couplers front and rear. And what we have with the Marx is a lighter locomotive. It's back a little. And like I said, this isn't supposed to be an Alco. And it has an auto coupler, Marx auto coupler in the front, and I've added a Lionel static coupler to the rear to pull Lionel cars. And both these trucks are faux trucks. They are not actual trucks. This has got an open frame motor in the very center of the locomotive, just like you would on a four-wheel steam engine. So center of gravity is really good on this. And when K-Line first came out, they bought the molds for their switchers from Marx. Whoever owned the molds from Marx, because of course Marx is out of business. And you notice it's got a different handrail, and they added a bell, and the trucks are actual real trucks on this thing. And let me set it on its side because I have a story to tell you. I had a over and under layout, which I found in a Lionel catalog, and I built it exactly like it was in the catalog. And my Lionel, all my Lionels would climb it and descend it just fine, but this Marx switcher would derail every time I tried to get it to climb the trestle. And this is the reason. Squeeze this in between all the other trains. They put these trucks on, which are great because they both have DC can motors, so they're rather powerful. They definitely have more pulling power than the Marx, but they're static for up and down. They're really not a very good suspension. Of course, they'll go from side to side. And a friend of mine, I asked my friend, I told my friend about it, and he said, well, I bet you Marx will climb it, 1998. And he brought over his 1998, and it just went up and down that trestle with the 027 corners with no problem at all. And the reason for it is, here is your open frame motor in the middle. These are the plastic faux trucks on the side, And here are your extra wheels. Let me use my right hand. And look at the suspension on this. It'll flop around and therefore it'll stay on the track. Same in the front. And so basically what I'm saying, it'll corner, it'll climb, it'll do everything that this K-Line won't. So I got this K-Line really cheap because I'm going to take this beautiful Southern Pacific shell and put it on a Marx 1998 drivetrain. And let me move this back. And you can compare the two. This is actually what I'm handling now is a Marx with a K-Line shell on it. I think K-Line made some of the most beautiful locomotives and box cars, etc., that were ever made, but not too crazy about their drive systems. I had these in Alcos, the K-Lines, and they would skip the track even if it was level. And what I wound up having to do was go up inside and put a piece of tire weight on the top of the coupler to hold the front end down so it wouldn't jump the corner, which really is unacceptable. Things should come out of the factory working. So this, of course, I've got the beauty of this, what I would call a gorgeous K-Line shell, and this wonderful Marx suspension. It may not be pull as many cars as the K-Line, but it's not going to derail, and that's far more important to me. And I don't want to pull 15 cars because I've got a small layout anyway. So at any rate, little lesson on K-Line, Marx, and Lionel. Out of all of them, this Lionel is the best. Let's pull the Marx back. And it's the best because of its weight and its magnetraction. So anyway, that's my opinion. You may have another opinion. And once again, this has been a Big Lizard production. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.